Welcome everyone to another discussion video. Today we'll be discussing the UEFA Super Cup game between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid started with the 4-2-3-1 formation, meanwhile Atletico started with the 4-4-2 formation. In goal we had Keylor Navas, our defenders were Marcelo, Ramos, Varane, and Carvajal. In midfield we had Cruz, Casemiro playing as our defensive mids, Isco as a center mid, Asensio and Bale on the wings, and Benzema as striker. Atletico had Oblak in goal, Juan Fran, Savic, Godin, and Hernandez as their defenders. In midfield they had Lamar, Saul, Rodrigo, and Koke. Their front two were Griezmann and Costa. So honestly, I don't know where to begin. Let's just start with the very first minute. Again, we're conceding goals. We're conceding early goals, and we actually set a record for the fastest goal conceded in a Super Cup. And with that, Lopetegui is just off to a remarkable start. Real Madrid had a total of 14 shots, while Atleti had 8 shots. Again, we dominated in possession with a staggering 58% possession, but it was of no use. We had the most dribbles, being 21. Aerial challenges won the most and had the most tackles, a huge 36 compared to Atleti's 25. A total of 12 corners as well, and we couldn't make any use of that either. Atletico were also dispossessed 24 times throughout the game. The stats were definitely in our favor, but in reality we were far from the side shown on paper. Atletico started the match with pure aggression. The first goal came in the first minute of the game with the superb strike from Diego Costa. I can't believe Keylor Navas actually tried to dodge that shot instead of saving it. The goal was completely on him, and I believe that if Courtois were in his place and he'd have saved, he would have definitely saved that. He's justifying the whole Keylor Navas versus Courtois narrative going around in the Real Madrid community by ducking like that. This season will just definitely require a lot of patience from Real Madrid fans. So Marcelo, Cruz, and Isco couldn't get out of their flanks. We even see Cruz frustrated with Casemiro's position due to the amount of high counter press by Atleti. Atleti were pressing Real Madrid's left-hand side perfectly, and it had Marcelo and Isco giving away the ball multiple times. Gareth Bale was very good in the first half and was decisive for that equalizer. His assist consisted of him taking out 2 Atleti defenders on the left flank. So we move on to the second half. The second half started with us dominating possession. Asensio, Bale, and Isco were all coming back for the ball, playing deep. Atletico were slowing the game down in the second half, and personally I just did not like the way Marcelo was playing under Lopetegui. He still has his old bad habits when he was with Zidane of leaving so much space and crossing idiotically and running up the left flank. He just needs to stop doing that. He just needs to realize that this is not Zidane's system anymore, and he needs to adapt as soon as possible because our league game is just in a couple of days. All 4 goals came from individual defensive errors. What has me disappointed is how when it came to finishing, our players will sky the ball, but Atleti have the perfect player at the perfect time. Each strike they do ends up in the back of the net. The defense was horrendous, just like last season. 3 stupid errors leading to 3 stupid goals. Around extra time, the team was dead. There was a chance for Marcelo to finish the game off, but alas, he couldn't capitalize and score. Modric and Casemiro both had horrible games today as well. Modric was dispossessed multiple times, didn't look like the Modric who was playing extra time games day in and day out with Croatia. Casemiro had one of his off games today. At times he's the best, at times he's the worst. There needs to be consistency with him. Modric has 3 shots, 95% passing accuracy, and 90 touches today. So Rafael Varane and Sergio Ramos, despite having bad games, which were because of schoolboy mistakes, still had stats to back them up today. Varane had won 4 aerial duels, while Ramos had won 6 aerial duels. Varane had 2 interceptions and 10 clearances overall in the match. Ramos had 5 tackles, 4 interceptions, 3 clearances, and no blocked shots. Marcelo and Carvajal were both very poor when it came to being on the flanks. Neither of them had a key pass. Marcelo made absolutely no clearances, while Carvajal had 2. Offensively, Isco provided no shots at all, had 3 dribbles. Toni Kroos also had no shots, but he had 4 key passes in today's game. Asensio was poor today as well, with 1 shot on target only. Karim Benzema only had 2 shots on target as well. Definitely don't want to be seeing that from a striker that is expected to share around 50 to 70 goals with Bale. He needs to be taking more shots. The substitutions were not great either from Lopetegui. Borja again is lost and isn't Real Madrid caliber. I honestly, again, I have to restate this every single video. I do not expect him to score the amount of goals that Lopetegui and the Real Madrid team is expecting from him. They're expecting a good total of like 20 goals this season, which I honestly do not think he could do. To fix this, we may need to sign a proper striker. We need to sign a proper center back and a defensive midfielder. Rumor has it that we are going for Thiago and Rodrigo. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with those signings. Again, it's really difficult to sign someone this late in the transfer window. We just can't rely and trust Benzema and Mayoral every single game. We need someone world class. We need someone who will guarantee you around 20 to 30 goals a season. Overall though, this game definitely is not an indicator of how we'll end up. Take a look at Barcelona Barcelona, for an example, they lost the Super Cup but went on winning the league and Copa del Rey. Mind you, they went almost undefeated as well in that league season. So not all hope is lost, and good things are yet to come. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. Let me know what you thought about today's game. What can we do to improve? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you made it this far. Follow me on Twitter as well. Links will be provided in the description. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.